The I theory was correct, lads. We're so back. Right now, the Twitter page is dropping some goodness, and to follow up on the previous few posts, we are finally getting to Leda's second in command, this dude named Buccaneer. They were calling Bonaparte the pirate, but this dude's name is literally Buccaneer. Alright, the post reads as such. A veteran warrior befitting of the epithet of demonic bear. He served Leda's father for many years, and as a remnant of that time, he sometimes calls her princess. Despite accompanying Leda on her quest for revenge, he feels conflicted on the matter. Likes are loyalty, leading hopeful youngsters, and imagining Leda being happy. So this guy's got a rough life, huh? For the last imagining Leda being happy, the word in Japanese, moso, is like to, not to like to fantasize, but like to indulge in fantasy. So when I'm saying that he's imagining Leda being happy, I'm saying imagining because it's not actually real. To me, I'm imagining this guy's role in the story as like a wise advisor who Leda just doesn't listen to all that much. Maybe it'll be different in the actual story, but I'm imagining this dude as being like so loyal that he'd do like anything for Leda as a result of having served her father for so long, that even though she's basically like hurting herself on this journey of revenge, presumably, he just kind of goes along with it until something big happens. New tweet dropped. This one is a video, and the text of the tweet reads, a scene with Buccaneer recalling his days as a hot-blooded young warrior. The first time he met Leda's father was over 20 years ago. Let's check it out.
ねえ、バッカニアはダグシオンに来たことがあるのよね。
は、テートで7年過ごしておりました。もう20年以上前になりますが。
その時のこと聞かせてよ。あなたの若い頃、ちょっと気になるわ。神の道の門をくぐってここへ来た時、なんだかとても懐かしそうな目をしていたし。
懐かしそうな。そうでしたか。無理もありませぬ。ダグシオンはそれがしがあなたのお父上と出会った地ですから。
へえ、お父様と初耳だわ。
姫もご存知の通り、キジェルモ様はかつてテートで法務官を務めておいででした。ある日、お父上が視察していたところをそれがしが呼び止め、決闘を申し込んだのです。
決闘？想像できないわね。バッカニアがお父様に刃を向けるだなんて。
それがしが青2歳だったのです。己の実力を過信していた。故郷バフォス軍で武芸を収めた後、テートにて士官先を探す中で使えるに値する人間かどうかを力で見定めようとしていたのです。そんな跳ね返りの若造をお父上は完膚なきまでに打ちのめしました。あのお方が地に倒れ伏したそれがしに差し出してくださった手は忘れられません。
I see what they're doing here. They're showing us this warm, happy cutscene, recalling previous days, and then when the game starts, the first scene, probably about to be a death scene, bro. I'm scared. I'm horrified, really. I really love their two voice actors in Japanese, especially Leda's. I think she's fantastic here. But setting aside the great presentation and the great voice acting, there are still some things in this clip that I want to know more about soon. First of all, this term legal officer, judicial officer in this line, I'm not really sure what that refers to. I'm not sure if it's like a police officer or, you know, someone affiliated with the government. I mean, probably affiliated with the Daxian government, but I don't know what that really entails. Buccaneer's whole shtick is he's sort of like a samurai. He speaks with this first person pronoun, which is only used by samurai. I didn't even heard of it before this. So it makes sense after he finishes his martial arts training that he goes and finds a master to serve, you know, like a knight. But it's sort of confusing as to like the sequence of events here. So he's going to find someone to serve, and then he finds this legal officer whose status I'm a little unsure of. I don't know if that's like a legal officer is someone of a high status. Like, how does he know that he's just gonna go up to this person and challenge him to a duel? Maybe it is just like extremely off the cuff. I don't know. Either way, seeing old man Buccaneer all embarrassed and recalling his younger days, it was a great scene. I think this is probably like a support or something, or maybe a scene when they just got to Daxian. I'm not sure. So I'll be on the lookout for more information about how exactly Daxian functions with these officers. But we have one more tweet, and it's a combat tweet. So the text reads, during battle, without letting any attacks through with his sturdy frame, Buccaneer attacks back with his special axe, or his specialty, the axe, something like that. Anyways, run the clip.
その程度か。鬼熊の力未だ健在よ。
So last video I had someone commenting saying they wanted Bonaparte to be a Jagan. Well, this is the fucking Jagan, at least for Leda's route, because he's an armor knight, he can take hits. That's nice. Well, he's not exactly an armor knight, but this class he's in, the soldier, does specialize in heavy armor, axes, and lances. Unfortunately, this is actually a pretty short clip of combat compared to the last couple videos. So there's not all too much to go through, and there's not even a map screenshot in the top right corner because it's during enemy phase. But from what I do see, this is a map with some more pipes, shout out Dietrich, and also on the map I'm seeing a couple different, I think 3 different levers to pull to activate this middle contraption or something on the map, I'm not sure. Maybe you need to do that to win the game, like it's a Coliseum match or something. I'm pretty sure all the units you see by Leda and Buccaneer are not new units, they've been revealed already. The last one doesn't have a portrait, I'm gonna check real quick to see if they've been shown already or not. Yeah, she has. She's in Leda's first combat video. The progression of the second commands is really cool. Like, despite them being the eyes and the brain for their first in command, the protagonist, they all have some sort of thing which is obstructing their vision. And also all of them, except for my man Buccaneer, are all mages. They're all diviners specifically. So I really like what they've shown off for Leda's route today. Personally, I'm still sort of leaning toward Dietrich or Theodora for my first run, but my appetite for Leda's route has not been sated. I'm still really curious about what's happened to Leda's parents, what is the situation, what's the political situation, you know, what's going on here, you know, is there a red-haired man hanging around? Furthermore, Leda's father spent some time in Daxian. You know, what is the connection between her home and Daxian? Is her home country in the same state that Saramis is, as a sort of like junior state or kingdom in the overall Dagdan Empire? I think we'll have to wait to find out more information about that, but I'm really curious, and I don't know what they're going to show off next. Maybe they'll show off nothing, and I'll be sad for the next couple months. Maybe they'll start showing off the third in commands, if there is such a thing, or just random characters. Actually, I think maybe random characters is the move, because they might want to show off some of the characters that you can get in between rounds. I know there's still a lot of speculation on how the recruitment actually works. We've seen a little bit of it, but we don't know if you can do that to everyone, or if there's like a main cast for each route or protagonist that just stays with them the entire time. It definitely looks like there is a definitive group that each protagonist has in all of these clips so far though. But anyways, I'm nipping at the butt for more information, but I just gotta wait. I'm gonna put this video out, and I'll see you next time.